just backing out of a deal, promised you a deal, signed the deal, and then back out of the whole situation. Florida's going to get sued. The Gator Collective is going to get sued too, and then probably get $2, $3, $4 million in a payout or something like that. It looks like it's probably pretty legit, and they're going to be owing some money. What is up, everybody? It is Jake with Master of Football, back at it again. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to be up to date on all things EA college football, pro football, Madden, anything related to American football, hit that red subscribe button. It's free to you. Won't cost you anything. Helps the channel out a lot. We're almost on our way to 1,000 subs, okay? Hit the like button, too. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, guys, we have a small but big situation right now happening with the University of Florida and a recruit that they have right now. So earlier, people were worried, man, NIL, I don't really know what's going on out there. It's kind of the Wild Wild West. There's a lot of situations happening right here. And I've also heard in many instances that there are many times that the deciding factor between School A and School B is NIL dollars. Well, your boy Jaden Rashada from the Bay Area, from Pittsburgh, California, was a recruit who decommitted from University of Miami, committed to the University of Florida, and then just the other day, he decided to decommit, and we're going to find out why. Here we are. Reports: Florida quarterback commit asks out after NIL deal falls apart. ESPN news sources, and again, this was just yesterday. So, Florida quarterback Jaden Rashada requested a release from his national letter of intent Tuesday night, yesterday, after a $13 million name, image, and likeness deal fell through, according to multiple reports. Rashada's future has been in doubt since he failed to enroll at Florida last week, sending signals that something was amiss. He flipped his commitment from Miami to Florida mid-November and formally signed with the Gators on December 21st. So everybody remember here, he signed with them on the 21st to play football, has not enrolled in school as of yet. His father came out and basically said, we need to figure something out by this upcoming Friday, meaning 2 days from now. Otherwise, there are going to be some serious situations here. We don't know what's going to happen with him. He is not in Florida. He is in the Bay Area right now, Jaden Rashada himself. His arrival in Gainesville was contingent on a 4-year, $13 million NIL deal he signed with the Gator Collective. A person familiar with the situation told the Associated Press on condition of anonymity. That $13 million 4-year deal was over Twitter, and again, I don't know the exact situation here, but that has been somewhat disputed. I don't know whether or not it's been disputed or not. You guys, get in the comments right now and let me know what was the official deal, because 4-year 13 seems to be the number that comes up most often. However, it doesn't seem like it's really corroborated, and or there are some speculation that that's not true out there. I don't really know. All I know is 4 years, $13 million, so 4 years, 12 is $3 million a year. So it's $3.25 million a year for 4 years. The Gator Collective is an independent fundraising arm that disperses money to student athletes in all sports. The financial backing fell through, however. The Gator Collective terminated the binding agreement and left Florida coach Billy Napier to scramble to get Rashada to campus. And again, I know enough about contracts to know, depending upon the language and depending upon the situation, this could get tried in court. It's probably not good for Florida, okay? Jaden Rashada is probably going to have some sort of lawsuit. Even if he leaves, goes somewhere else and plays, he's probably going to have some sort of lawsuit to the collective and for damages and for this and that. However, I do know that this is not a good situation for the Gator Collective, but we'll see what happens down the road. The situation could have long-term ramifications for Coach Napier and his Gators. Rashada's representatives could file a lawsuit against the Gator Collective and maybe the athletic department. Probably the Gator Collective would be the most likely in that instance. It'd be really hard to tie that to the athletic department. That the scholarship is just a scholarship. NIL, because right now it's really a weird situation where, I mean, technically Billy Napier has impact over NIL in the Gator Collective to provide money. So there is somewhat of the onus on him in that instance. And again, I'm no legal expert. I'm a mid-level HR employee, but I know enough about it to know that Billy Napier might be liable for that because he does have the ability to control those collectives and go out there. Rashada, a California high school star and number 7 ranked quarterback in the ESPN 300, 27 overall, returned home to San Francisco suburb of Pittsburgh. He's 6'4", 185-pounder, completed 60.1% of his passes last season, 5,200 yards, 59 touchdowns, and 18 picks. Damn, your boy is really throwing the ball a lot. Rashada had picked Miami over Florida in June, but changed his mind amid the Hurricanes' disappointing season. I do know Miami has been absolutely on fire in recruiting right now. But again, we'll see what happens. I know that he really liked Florida, not so much anymore. The Gators badly need help at all important quarterback position. They lost Anthony Richardson to the NFL draft, dismissed John Kitna following his arrest on child pornography charges. Remember, that's alleged. We don't know as of yet. They also had Emory Jones and Carlos Del Rio Wilson transfer last spring. Florida signed Wisconsin transfer Graham Mertz to compete for the starting job alongside Jack Miller III. The Gators are currently trying to land former LSU quarterback Walker Howard. So it is a really, really crazy situation here. I also want to bring up a tweet because I think that this tweet was really, really adamant because this is an additional aspect of NIL that nobody really, really factored into it, but I really want to bring this up because it's really important. Here we are at Twitter, so we see 247 Sports. 247 Sports does a really good job out here. And again, Coach Reed Live doesn't hold back on the Jaden Rashada saga at Florida. If you pay him, you can't coach him. What he's trying to basically say here is that Jaden Rashada, and again, these top flight quarterbacks, we're talking, it's one of those things where you can't knock them for wanting to get money while they can get some money. However, at the same time, bro, you put up 59 touchdowns in high school. You have not played one single down of college football. If you go out there and you absolutely lay an egg as a player, I just don't understand. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I do understand, but it's just shocking to see high school, 5,200 yards, 59 touchdowns against high school. And you get $13 million. Crazy. He says if you pay him, you can't coach him. Meeting Jaden Rashada. He comes in. He's got $3.25 million per year. Billy Napier says, hey, do this. Hey, do that. I expect you here. I expect you there. And Jaden Rashada says, Coach, I wasn't really feeling it, man. I don't really want to do that. That is another aspect of this. Now, you would hope that the talent and the work ethic would push that way through. Again, 6'4", 185 could probably put on a little bit of weight there just from the size perspective, but definitely got a live arm. Does a really good job out there. Put up 5,200 yards, 59 touchdowns. But I'm telling you, this is another aspect of it that I don't know what to make of it. All I know is that Florida probably going to get sued, probably lost their quarterback. Huge situation here. Billy Napier lost Anthony Richardson, lost John Kitna, lost Emory Jones, lost, Del Rio Wilson. Yeah. Lost this guy. Definitely having some issues at quarterback down there in Gainesville. We'll see what happens, man. But I'm telling you, this is not a good situation. And if you come over here to 247 Sports, you see Jaden Rashada, Florida Gators. He originally had signed with them. However, he signed with them as of the 21st of last year. And now experts are predicting he is going to go back to Miami. If you come down here and check it out, I mean, it's the who's who of college football teams. Texas A&M, they throw money at everybody. Ole Miss, Miami, LSU, Florida. He originally committed to Miami, decommitted, went to Florida. I would not be surprised if he went back to the University of Miami. As a matter of fact, the crystal ball projections have him going there anyway. So it's a bit awkward here because, again, Jaden Rashada, $3.25 million per year. You would take it if you were there. However, high school player, hasn't played it down. You're pretty sure he's going to be good. What if he's an absolute bust? What if he's an absolute bust? What do you do there? Is there voids out of that contract or something like that? I don't know. I know that with the NIL and Wild Wild West that it is right now, I'm wondering whether or not I'm telling you, a lot of these players are going to learn a lot about contract negotiations really, really soon. Again, we know the fact that the feeder into the NFL is the college football. There is no real, you see this USFL, you see the XFL. They're attempting to do that. Personally, they're trying to get bought out by the NFL. But that is the real feeder into into pro football. So, man, the money is there, the need is there, the desire is there. But I'm telling you right now, we're going to see situations like this happen more and more often. The more and more have these contract disputes, this and that, there's going to be weird situations. Sometimes, in the NFL, if you're franchise tagged as an outside linebacker versus a defensive end, you could lose some money. There's weird little stipulations here and there that we're going to find out. However, just backing out of a deal, promise you a deal, signed the deal, and then back out of the whole situation, Florida's going to get sued. The Gator Collective is going to get sued too. They're probably going to win. They might not win $13 million, but he's probably going to sign somewhere, get some NIL there, and then probably get $2, $3, $4 million in a payout or something like that. I would not be surprised if that's going to happen. But that is college football, my friend. It is a business. It always was. We never really saw this out loud. People would just take stacks of money and drop them on the ground, something like that. This is different. This is legally binding. And again, we'll see how legally binding it is. They get into court and they kind of go through that. But it looks like it's probably pretty legit. And they're going to be owing some money. But Jaden Rashada decommits from Florida, backs out of the after the NIL deal backed out that he signed for both of those schools, or both of those situations. A lot to take in here. This story happened pretty late here, but absolutely crazy, man. You guys get in the comments right now. What do you think of the situation? Jaden Rashada decommitting from Florida, potentially going to Miami, NIL backing out, probably going to get sued. Lots of storylines. Get in the comments and let me know right now. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. I appreciate it. So for me, guys, I am out.